Hello everyone and welcome back to RysFix. And in this video I am going to show you guys how to replace Vespa LX engine oil. So before you do anything, the first thing that you will have to do is you will have to put your bike on the main stand like this and put inside the side stand. Once you are done doing that, you will have to come down underneath the bike and now you will have to look for this oil drain bolt. So this is my oil drain bolt. Once you figure out where this bolt is, now you will have to get a vessel in which you can collect your oil. So keep the vessel like this somewhere close by, and now I will go down near the oil drain bolt to take it out. Now to take this bolt out, you will need a 24 mm socket. Once you are ready with your socket, keep the vessel exactly under the oil drain bolt. So first I will put the socket on the slide head handle, then I will put the socket on the bolt. And to make this handle a little bit longer, I will put the hammer pipe on the handle like this, so that I will get a good leverage and so that I can loosen this bolt without any efforts. So once I'm done loosening this bolt, I will take the socket out from the slide head handle and I will put it on the ratchet. Because on the ratchet, you guys know it is very easy to loosen a bolt. You guys know that already. And once the bolt becomes very loose, I will take the socket out from the ratchet as well and I will rotate the bolt with the socket in my hand. Now as I am rotating, any time the oil can flow out. So your vessel should be exactly underneath this bolt now, so that all the oil will get collected in that vessel. So here my oil has started to flow out. How immediately I moved the socket and the bolt on the side, you guys must have seen that. If I had not done that, then all the oil would have spilled on my hand, on the socket, on the bolt, or the socket and the bolt could have fallen in the vessel. So to avoid all of that, immediately I move the socket and the bolt on the side. This is how you should do it. Now let this oil drain, guys. Because guys, on this scooter, there is no other place from where you should take out the oil filter. Right inside this drain itself, there is a oil filter. That filter also you will have to take out. How to take it out, that I will show you further in this video, so keep watching. So once all the oil is drained, again you will have to come down here, but this time get a plier with you, and inside of this drain you will notice that there is a filter. Hold it with the plier, rotate it a little bit and pull it out like this. So here comes out my oil filter. At the moment all the oil that has been spilled on the floor right here, see that you wipe all of it. See that you keep your work area clean all the time, because here you have to lie down and go underneath the bike. You have to take the bolt out while lying down and all. So see that you keep it clean. Still my oil is draining and still oil drops are falling, as you guys can see. So let it drain, guys. While it is draining, let's see the filter which we have just taken out. Let's see how it looks like. So this is the filter that I have just taken out. It has been many years, guys, since I have replaced the oil on this bike. So I will replace this filter as well. And here is my oil drain bolt. How this oil drain bolt looks like, you guys can see that here. This doesn't look like a normal oil drain bolt, guys, like how the Suzuki Access oil drain bolt looks like. This is a totally different system. So here I have bought my new filter, guys, and my new O-rings. Let's see how much they have cost me first. The smallest O-ring cost me 16.95 rupees. The engine oil has cost me 330 rupees. The big O-ring has cost me 33.90 rupees. And the filter, guys, the filter has cost me 33.97 rupees. So I got all the parts for a reasonable price and I have bought them from the service center. So now I will put on the bike this new filter. How the new filter looks like, you guys can see that here. And these are the O-rings. How to put them inside, all that I am going to show you in this video. So see that you keep watching. So before I put anything back, I will get my oil drain bolt which I have just taken out. I will take a cloth and I will wipe it down thoroughly. Clean this bolt properly, guys, because there is old oil on this, and if on the threading, if there is any dirt or tiny stones attached, then that gap remains and oil can drain out from there. That is the reason why I clean this bolt properly. And the old O-ring which is there on this bolt, now it's time to take it out. Here comes out my old O-ring. I will replace this with the new one. So once you are done cleaning this bolt thoroughly, you will have to get your new O-ring and you will have to place this O-ring on the oil drain bolt properly. If you don't fit this O-ring properly on your oil drain bolt, if it stays on top or if it goes on one side, then gap can remain there and your oil can drain out from there. So see that you place it properly. Once you place it properly, you will have to come back down, and when you come down here, you will have to take a cloth with you. And wherever the oil drain bolt sits, now it's time to wipe that surface a little bit. Just clean it a little bit, because definitely there will be dust there. Because underneath the bike is always dirty and I have not washed the bike, guys. One more thing that you can do is you can wash the vehicle at the washing station before you start this repair. When you do that, it becomes better to work on the bike. But still you will have to wipe and clean the surface a little bit. Then guys, you will have to place your filter inside of the oil drain bolt like this. You will have to do this in a very careful manner, and then while keeping it like this, you will have to put the oil drain bolt back in position and start to tighten it. Once your oil drain bolt fits nicely and once it starts to trade in nicely, then it's time to tighten it fully. Now when you're tightening this, see that you don't over tighten it, because inside of this there is O-ring which will seal your packing. If you tighten it too much, then that O-ring will get squashed and oil can drain out from there. So when this bolt becomes a little bit tight, and once you get that little bit of snug, then it's time to stop tightening the bolt. So here I'm done putting back the oil drain bolt. Once again I will wipe the floor and I will clean it, because if there is any oil leakage, then I should be able to notice that. So now I will go near my oil filler cap, and on the oil filler cap it is written here how much oil you should be putting inside of your engine. How many of you guys have noticed this on your bike? See that you comment below and let me know. So inside of this we will have to put 700 ml of oil. Now what grade oil should we putting inside? This is a very big question when it comes to Vespa LX, because guys, on the manual of this bike it is written 5W40. But when you go to buy the oil, then 5W40 oil is mostly used in the cars, and the mechanics get slightly confused. They feel that it is 10W40, because till now we were putting 10W30 or 10W40 grade oil inside of the bike. But guys, in the modern 3V engines are designed for 5W40 grade engine oil. So keep a note on this, and keep a note on what type of oil your mechanic is putting inside of your bike engine. So I have purchased this oil and I have bought it from the service center. It is designed for Vespa and Aprilia. You guys can see that here. This is 800 ml oil. But there is a very strange thing about this container. On this container, nowhere it is written what is the engine oil grade. I searched a lot. I even asked the service center guy, but when I asked them, they also got confused. But because the service center was selling this oil, that is the reason why I bought this oil. So this now I will put inside of my engine. Now inside of the engine I should be putting 700 ml of oil, but inside of this container there is 800 ml of oil. So 100 ml of oil I will have to keep aside first only. Now the next thing that I will do is, I will open the oil filler cap. Here comes out my oil filler cap. Once I take it out, all the oil which is there on this oil dipstick, I will wipe all of that and make it dry so that I can measure my engine oil. Once you are done wiping it, you will notice that there is a O-ring on this. Now this is not an absolute must that you should replace this O-ring. But because I did not replace the oil on this scooter for many years, and since I have bought a new O-ring, I will replace this O-ring with the new one. So here comes out my old O-ring. Now I will put on this my new O-ring, which is green in color. How this O-ring is green color, I don't know about that, but it looks very nice. So let's put it inside. Now on my oil inlet, I will put this funnel. But before we do anything, let's open the new oil container that I have bought from the service center. Now on this oil container there is some mechanism, so I feel that maybe I will not need the funnel. So here I have opened my oil, so directly I can pour the oil inside of my engine without the funnel. So I will take the funnel out from here, but before I do that, inside of this container there is 800 ml of oil and the engine is asking for 700 ml of oil. So 100 ml oil I will take in the beaker like this, and I will keep it aside first only. Now since there are markings on this beaker, it becomes easy for me to keep aside 100 ml of oil. So as you guys can see, I have kept aside 100 ml of oil. You can't put excess oil inside of your engine guys, because if you put excess oil inside of your engine, then your engine gaskets will get pressurized. Everywhere there will be more pressure inside of your engine, and then what happens is the engine gaskets crack and the oil starts to leak out from there. So never put excess oil inside of your engine. We don't problems like this guys. We need good work which will not give us any problem while we are riding the bike. So now I will take out the funnel and I will pour in the entire oil inside of the engine. Now as I was pouring in the oil, it was taking a long time. 15 minutes have passed and I'm still holding this bottle like this. So the oil goes inside of the engine very slowly. Then finally guys, I emptied the entire bottle inside of my engine. So this system was not that good. So here I'm done emptying the engine oil bottle inside of the engine. Now I will check the engine oil level by putting this engine oil dipstick inside of the engine. So here I have dipped the engine oil dipstick inside of the engine, and as you guys can see, the oil is showing on the full mark. Again I will wipe the stick. As you guys can see, this is the full mark, this is the low mark. Again I will dip the dipstick inside of the engine, and as you guys can see, it is showing on the full mark. which is a very good thing. How much oil I have drained, that also I will measure and I will show you guys. So keep watching the video. Don't run away now only. And if you are liking the video, then see that you like the video as well. If you guys have not yet subscribed, then see that you subscribe as well. Because once you are done watching the video, you guys run away and you guys forget to subscribe. And that is the reason why even after posting videos regularly for so many years, I still managed to get so few subscribers. So much I want to help you guys, but you guys are not supporting me. Subscribe to my channel guys, it is totally free, and by subscribing you can support me guys. And when you support me, I can get more technical videos and more in-depth and in-detail videos to you guys. But the money which I am earning from this channel is like almost next to nothing guys. It's like I'm earning in coins. I feel very sad to even tell this to you guys, but that is the truth. So guys, if you want to support me, the only thing that I want from you guys is to subscribe to my channel. So the 100 ml oil which I had kept aside, that I will put inside of the bottle again so that I can use it in the future. Now come on, we'll measure the oil which we have just taken out from the engine. Let's see how many ml it is. So I will put this oil inside of this beaker so that I can measure. So I have put around 400 ml of oil in this beaker. Now I will empty this oil inside of a container so that I can put in more oil in this and measure properly. Now I will put inside the beaker the remaining oil, and as you guys can see, more 160 oil is come inside of the beaker. Now the total becomes 560 ml of oil, so around 140 ml of oil is missing from the engine. It got evaporated or what happened to it, I really don't know, because I have not replaced the oil of this bike for many years now. So guys, I'm hoping that this video was useful to you, and I'm hoping that you have learnt a lot in this video. If you like the video, then see that you like and share it with your friends and family. And if you guys have not yet subscribed to my channel, then see that you subscribe to my channel and press that bell icon so that you will not miss any of my future videos. Till then, this is Ryson Fernandez signing out. Until we meet again.